Brawlhalla weapon review. Anyway, the Scythe is a pretty good weapon, although it has a bit of quirkiness to it, since it's more relying on reading your opponents than anything, as well as a bunch of strings which connect smaller strings to them, instead of just a bunch of true combos. Anyway, as for the strings, I've compiled kind of a list of some of them right here. There are obviously more, and also there's the strings they can make with them. But these are some of the ones I found through just scouring around and asking. Then, here's the combos. Side light into neutral light, which has a pretty good follow-up. And I'd say it's one of the most used out there. Like, I probably use this a lot in order to start some combos. And then you have neutral light into a recovery. This does require a jump, but overall it has basically no follow-up potential. But it can knock the player out of the platform, so you can use that at a high percent and knock your opponent out. Then you have neutral light into a neutral air, which has great follow-up potential, but doesn't have that. It's not that great for starting the combo, I'd say. Mostly because it requires a jump to go into it. But then again, if you're good enough, you can do it. Then you have neutral air into a side air, which is not the best on the good old follow-up potential. It does require a jump, but I'd say this is kind of a mid-combo type thing if you're trying to string many of them together. Then you have side air into neutral air, which is a true combo, but there's a catch. You gotta hit with the top hitbox for it to be true, because it's kind of weird. You have to move a little bit if you hit the top hitbox. If you hit mid or low, it's just a string. They can dodge it, but you don't have to move. So it's a bit weird. Then you have down air to side light, which does require a bit of a jump because of the fact, dare is an air move, so you kind of have to land it in a weird way to hit anybody on the floor. And other than that, you have there with backwards input to a side light, which has pretty good follow-up potential, although I'd say that this combo and also the dare into side light combo are pretty finicky at high percentages because the people might bounce off the platform, like right there. Then you have down light into chase dodge recovery, which is a good replacement for the good old neutral light into recovery, since down light you can kind of move around while you're doing it instead of standing still with neutral light. But then again, you can chain in the side light to neutral light into it, so it's just a different option to knock somebody out. Then you have down light into chase dodge air, which is neutral air, and this has a high follow-up potential, mostly because it's two grab moves, and you could probably chain this combo into itself and drag the person completely off the map if they're at a decent percentage, like a low percentage. But overall, at high percentages, most of these combos won't KO, except for like the recovery ones. The recovery ones are like almost guaranteed to do it on a over 100% chance. But overall, the rest of them are not that great. But overall, you can drag people off the map, which is pretty cool to watch. Then you have down light into side air, which does require a jump and it has low follow-up potential, but I'd say it's a pretty good one, especially if you want to do a very long one and at the end do the recovery. So yeah.